I'm recording it.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually want it to be natural. I'm gonna blur my voice out. So I'm here with the girls from Personally Styled. It's a web boutique, I heard, and four beautiful girls. Can you guys see they're all gorgeous? So what is Personal Style to you guys?
Well, Personally Styled is basically a web boutique that us four came up with, basically promoting vintage clothing. So we sell vintage clothes, and right now what we're doing is working on our blog and getting our website together. So that's what we are right now.
Okay. Oh, and can you guys introduce yourself?
My name is Jackie.
My name is Sean.
I'm Leslie.
Shonda.
Shonda. Okay. Hi, nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
And how did the idea come about? How did you guys decide that you were gonna make up a web boutique? I've never heard of anything like that.
Well, we've been friends for a very long time, so this has been a dream of ours since high school. And we really got into vintage then, and when we got into college, we kind of started doing our own thing. But once Jackie came back home to LA, we got our vintage store together, and that's what we did.
Okay. Is Personally Styled an attempt to bring vintage back into the forefront of fashion? Like, how did you guys decide that you're gonna just do vintage only, and why?
Well, originally when we started, vintage has always been a passion for us when we started. And then we slowly wanted to do modern clothing, but it became a thing of pricing. And so we said, you know what? A lot of people don't know how to put vintage with modern clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So let's collab that together and make it work.
Oh, so it is a collaboration between modern and vintage?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
Okay.
So we sell vintage, but that's why it's called Personally Styled as well, is because we kind of want to like show people how to style vintage, and a lot of times you don't want to put, a vintage coat with a vintage jacket and you don't want to look like you back in the day. So we kind of have like that, our own little flavor, our style, how to basically put vintage in the forefront, but more in a modern kind of realm, sort of.
Okay, I didn't know that. That sounds interesting. Now, considering the definition of fashion, now it seems to be, girls walking around practically naked, and that's what people call fashion these days, why do you guys, I like the fact that vintage is always covered up, you're not walking around naked. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about the new sense of style now with girls and nudity, and that's fashion?
Well, for me, I feel like the new sense of fashion, I think people get it confused when they think of fashion. It's sexy, it's couture, it's just being you, So when you bring out fashion and bring out vintage, you don't have to be in a short mini skirt showing all your assets. Vintage is being covered up and still looking sexy.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's vintage, we're bringing that to the forefront as well. So.
Okay. I like the dynamic between you girls. You guys seem like you guys get along pretty well. How do you mix business with personal? You guys been friends since you were children, you said?
We've been friends for a long time. Well, I'm going to admit, at times, it gets a little rough.
Okay.
It does.
But
I think it gets rough because we know each other so well that it's sort of like, shut up, no, this house is time. And then, everyone kind of talk over each other, and we're like, okay, everybody come. Because, if you're really in the business setting, you're going to, want to be professional and kind of be business with another person. But we just know each other so well that sometimes it gets hard, but it's fun. Like, every time we have like a business meeting, it always ends up with, lots of laughs, lots of food,
And we take care of business. Mm-hmm. And I also feel like we know how to separate business and, friendship.
Okay.
We know when it's time to do business, and we know when it's time, to have a good laugh and just talk as friends.
Okay, because it is harder, especially for we black women in the industry. It's very hard, I'm in the industry, and styling is not easy, especially when you're black. I was styling for Michael Kors, and I walked in, and the lady told me, so where's the person that's actually styling me, and looked past me, So how does that work? Like, how do you guys run into anything like that?
Well, I used to work for a company called Style Firm, and I actually used to dress models, and I would do Macy's Passport Show. I did the In Style magazine, and you know, a lot of the times they would really treat you like you're nothing.
And how do you
I'm
handle
your
that?
servant. And I handle it, you know, I keep it professional. You know, I still smile because at the end of the day, this is my job. And
Yeah.
This is what I really want to do. And you have to go through the struggle first before you can get to the top, before I can say, you know what, do not speak to me like that.
Okay. And I'm terrible with name. What's your name again?
Shonda.
Shonda, I'm going to direct this question to you. Where do you see Personally Styled going in the next few years?
Well, actually, I see Personally Styled doing really big things. The website should be coming up soon. Also probably coming into doing fashion shows.
Okay.
Soon for Fashion, LA Fashion Week.
Okay.
And just really opening doors for us these upcoming years.
What's the ultimate goal with it? Where do you want to take it to?
A store.
A store? Okay.
I want to
Definitely having
Yeah.
a store.
I definitely
Like-
have a store.
Or stores?
numerous.
Numerous, yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
for in the beginning, definitely a store
Mm-hmm.
where we are the stylists and women can come in and say, you know, I'm going to an event and I need this dress, and we will be there to personally style you.
Okay.
Yes.
That would be
All
different.
sizes.
A woman of all sizes. So you guys carry from size 0 like me to
Yes.
To size 40, because those shorts, some of the shorts are 40.
Right.
really? So anybody can go. So for right now, since you guys are not in stores, where can they purchase Personally Styled items?
Right now, you can purchase personal style items on Etsy.com.
Really?
Yes.
I love
we're
Etsy.
right now.
Yes.
Yes.
So we have our clothes on Etsy, and you can purchase them there.
Okay, and is it just clothes or do you guys sell accessories as well and shoes and
That's
Right.
I'm sorry. That's something that we do see in the future, as far as accessories and like shoes as well. But right now, we're only doing clothes.
okay. And
Shonda?
okay, and Shonda, so what's your target customer if you guys have any that? It's like who do you guys target when, you know, consumers? Just women, men, you
Well,
know.
when we look at our statistics, we see that the age is from between 18 and 26.
Okay.
So that's the most range that we're target towards the women that are between those ages. Usually because I know people of our age or era, they like, you know, vintage clothes and
And online
as well.
shopping.
Right, and online shopping as well.
Okay, and would you guys cater to celebrities? Especially you're living in LA.
Yes.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, definitely. Okay, that's what I like to hear. What are you guys' favorite piece so far in your closet right now that you cannot live without? If you can tell my belly dressers anything, like what as a female, a black female especially, what you should not live without to carry with you.
Well, I like my furs. Personally, because I'm a night chick.
Okay.
I like the nightlife. So definitely, before I leave the house, I bring my fur, and you know, I walk around town.
What about you?
One thing that I feel like I cannot live without, women cannot live without, is a good bag.
Okay.
A good bag, and I have a vintage Chanel bag
Ooh.
that my mom gave me, and I cannot live without it. Like, I rarely wear it 'cause it's like, when I'm taking this out, it's like, you know.
Okay. It means you're about to kill them.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you, Sean?
I love sequins.
Sequence. Me too.
Because no, I see when you walked in here. I love the colors. It could be from beaded with the sequins. Sometimes just throwing on a sequins jacket.
Okay.
and A regular outfit that
It just-
says it. It just says it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and that's what keeps me dry.
And Miss Jackie over here.
I think that my style kind of like fluctuates with, you know, how I'm feeling. But right now, my feeling are vintage cut-up shorts that we wear.
The Daisy Dukes. I love them. With the high knees.
Well, they're not.
They're like, I know, I see them. Yeah,
the
they're,
cut-up ones. I think I like those the best because like I can dress those up. You know, if I want to put some stockings with some heels, or I can just wear some flats, or it goes with every mood. So right now that's like my go-to thing.
Okay.
Especially in LA, it's
Yeah.
With the weather and stuff.
I was just gonna say that, you were in my mind. You guys were born in LA or were raised in LA, one or the other. For a person like me that just moved to LA, how would you describe LA fashion to people that don't know? Like there are girls on my blog that dream about moving to LA, and how would you describe what LA fashion scene looks like to them?
Well, I would say LA fashion will be a melting pot because there's so many cultures, so many ethnicities. Everybody takes from each other. So definitely I would say it's a melting pot.
Okay.
It's like, I don't think that you can like specifically define LA fashion as one thing just because there's so many different kind of people here. I think that we just did an LA street fashion, and something that was that everyone kind of agreed with when we interviewed them, or asked them about their style. Everyone was like, it's just what my mood is, how the weather is, and how how I'm feeling today. And a lot of the time it means like flowery things, or things that are kind of shorter, because the weather is always so nice here. So I think that if you had to pinpoint LA fashion, it'd be comfortable.
Yes.
Okay. And experience is everything. What experience do you guys have in the fashion industry? Like, why should girls come to you to style them? Like, what makes you guys? Because everybody in LA believes they're a fashion stylist, or they do, what they do. So, what sets you guys apart from everybody else? What makes you different?
Well, I would say number one, you have 4 girls here with 4 different styles.
I see that.
Who can come together and create something that is edgy, that is chic, that people will walk up to you and say, hey, where did you get that?
Okay.
So that's something that I would say, this is one reason why I would come to girls, because we just have a lot of different opinions on how things should look, and it really comes together well.
Okay. This was not even part of the question, but you guys' makeup are on point. God, I should go home and, okay, I'm just joking. If you guys don't mind giving a little secret, I'll go to you because I like yours the most, actually. What kind of makeup, for we black women, it's really hard for us to find foundation, especially.
Right.
What would you say the best one out there is right now for black women?
MAC. I love MAC.
Okay.
I say it's all in the concealer, because I put concealer around the eyebrow, so I wanted to show, and boom, as you can see, you really know that's eyebrow, am I correct?
Yeah.
So definitely, I would say it would be the concealer, and definitely it's the product of MAC. So that's, everyone have on MAC as well.
Really?
Just about.
I love your lipstick. Are those MAC as well?
Yes.
Okay, and you.
I'm actually the one that does their makeup.
Yes.
Oh, really?
So I can't take credit for it.
So this is perfect. So you guys are all stylists, and then you have one that does makeup.
With the whole glam squad.
the-
I'm the one that's really behind the scene with the makeup. I love doing eyeshadow, putting on different lashes, like you said, with defying the eyebrow. That makes your whole look stand out.
Okay.
Throwing the colors, the different lipsticks on, and I'm all about that.
I
mixing
love
the colors.
right now. I love orange lipstick.
Yeah.
What's your guys' favorite? I love orange. Like, it's really odd. And I wear blue. I wear teal. I wear everything. Do you guys try doing different colors as well?
Well, me, I'm really the risk taker.
Okay.
I try everything.
Me too.
At least one time, I would try black lipstick.
Oh, I love black.
I would try so many things. So definitely, I would say I'm the one that they experiment on.
Okay.
So yeah.
So let's see how it looks.
Rock it real nice. So.
Okay. Well, as we part ways here, what encouraging words do you guys have for upcoming black women who want to dive into the intense fashion world? It's hard out there in the
Stay
fashion industry.
consistent. Persistent. Never give up on your dream, even when people think you shouldn't. It's not for you. Always show them that this is something that you want to pursue.
Okay.
And I would also say, stay true to who you are, your style. Don't go out here and don't let anyone change that and say, oh, I don't like that. Be like, well, I like it.
Yeah.
So just stay true to who you are.
Yeah.
Well, it was definitely a nice interview, you guys. You guys are beautiful, and I would love to interview you guys, again in the future. Hopefully, when I hit 100,000 on Barely Dressed, that would be nice. And hopefully, you guys will come and work with me for LA Fashion Week. I would love to put that out together for you guys. And Alrighty, well, this is it, girls. It was nice talking to you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Bye.